It's an interconference NBA matchup. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Earlier in the season, Indiana ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Pelicans.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers, G in at center. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. Raja, he's guarded by Davis. Here's G, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam? Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Ellis kicks to Hill. Here's the screen. And he banks in the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by George Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Davis. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak. The Pelicans shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Evans against Ellis. With a step back. Here's G. A stupendous finish in traffic. G's got his second basket of the game.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here is George. Following the shot by Evans. Outside, George. Five to shoot. The second effort. G, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. And it's Davis at the elbow. Evans against Ellis. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Alvin Gentry. A key concern for his side is how to keep Monta Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monta Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Ashik following the basket by Freak. Here's Holiday, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Outside Hill. Feeds to G. Pass to Ellis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And Holiday kicks to Asik. Outside Holiday. They set the screen. And that's Evans penetrating, and he gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Outside Hill. Misses the wing J.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. That's tipped. Holiday against Hill. Ellis can't get it to go. The Pelicans trail. Evans kicks to Holiday. Cunningham dishes it to Holiday. Evans passes to Asik, and they take the lead. Asik's got his first basket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here is Hill. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Ellis outside. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Ellis has got 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
There's the pick. And Asik kicks to Evans. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And looking now at some numbers for Paul George. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games, averaging about 16 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points.
For these teams defensively. Number 1, the Pacers.
Let's pass up a
And
good
they've
shot
just been on a defensive
great
tear.
shot.
I mean, allowing so
Let the
few
game come
points.
to you.
And really, I think
You're forcing the
energy
issue too much.
with which they've played.
The Pacers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. It's back to Hill. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Davis with a screen on Hill. Outside, Davis kicks it to Evans. Shot clock at 6. Holiday up top. The shot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Asik dishes to Cunningham. The jump hook. It's deflected. Raja guarded by Holiday. Here's George. Rebound Asik.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Now here's Asik. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Tries to keep it alive. They need this one. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. That's 7 points for Davis. Indiana leading. Ellis the pass to George. Indiana moving it around. Here's Raja. And there's the pass to George. There's a good screen. And it's Ellis penetrating. The teardrop falls in. Ellis has got 7 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Evans against Ellis. Evans kicks to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. 18 feet out. No good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Hill dishes to Ellis. Right side George. Off the pick. Here's G, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Pacers making a switch here.
your Pelicans dance team. Let them hear it.
Stuckey against Gordon. Good on the shot. Pacers leading by 4. Stuckey outside. Dishes it to G. Stuckey against Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. Drops in the layup for 2. And now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And G with the stuff.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Got a piece of it.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Rodney Stuckey the bucket on the assist by George. And now a 6-point Pacer lead. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Gordon following the basket by Rodney Stuckey. And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And it's Gordon missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Vasquez looking for his first basket still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stuckey passes to Vasquez. Inside. Here's Hill. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.